The museum people were as good as their word. Thomas went straight to the works at once, and they fixed up his buffer beam. It looked as good as new. During his stay at the works, Thomas met a green engine. His name was Green Arrow. He looked a lot like Flying Scotsman, only smaller. My brothers and I pulled special trains during the war, he told Thomas. They were long trains, but we did well pulling and pushing them. We did so well that the managers gave us express trains to run in the end. My brothers and I then left after the war ended, and I'm the only one left of them here at the Great Railway Museum. Green Arrow was so friendly to Thomas that Thomas was sorry to leave him after he'd left the works after he'd been fixed. But he was pleased to go back to the museum and start work. "Don't worry," said his driver, "there are plenty of people and we'll have a magnificent time." Thomas was pleased when he met one of Stepneys' brothers, Box Hill, an engine he knew from the olden days. One morning, his driver came into the sheds excitedly. "There are to be some special rail tours," he said. Thomas was excited. Where the rail tours were taking place, there was one track where Thomas was going to run on, but on the other side, there was a very wide track, which an engine named Iron Duke ran on. "These are broad gauge," he said to Thomas. "They were invented 100 years ago." Thomas was surprised. He wondered if Doc knew about broad gauge, but he knew he would have to ask him when he went back to Sodor. As Thomas was puffing down the line, he was worried. He was worried he might hit a child that accidentally got strayed onto the line. "Don't worry," comforted his driver. "There's plenty of strong barriers, and the people have made sure that they're all secure so that no child will go onto the line." But Thomas did worry. He puffed carefully down the barrier and hoped that he wouldn't run into a child. He didn't for the whole day. All the same, he was looking forward to going back to the shed to talking to Iron Duke. The next morning, Thomas felt happier. The sun shone, and he puffed down the line. No trouble was done. Everything was safe. Then, near closing time, it happened. As Thomas was puffing down the line, he saw something fly onto the rails in front of him. His driver saw it too. "Whoa, Thomas!" he cried, and quickly slammed on the brakes. "Whoa!" cried Thomas. "I must stop!" A great cloud of steam whooshed from his cylinders. Thomas put all his might into stopping, but he didn't stop in time. As he hit the vane, crisps and sandwiches flew in all directions. A broken fizz bottle popped its cork, and the juice went flying everywhere. Thomas was very surprised. A little boy, frightened by all the steam and noise, rushed over to his mum and shouted, "I want to go home now, Mummy, now!" "You noisy great engine!" shouted his mum. "I'm going to go and speak to the manager about this." "Oh dear," thought Thomas. "This is certainly not the way to be a credit to the Fat Controller's Railway." "You did very well, Thomas," said his driver. "Thank goodness it was only a lunch bag, and not a child on the line." When the manager came, he and the driver looked under Thomas's wheels. Then they gasped. "Well, look at that," said the manager. "You damaged your brakes when you stopped suddenly." "I'm sorry, Thomas," he said. "No more work for you until your brakes have been fixed." "Don't worry, Thomas," said his driver. "If the people have learned that trains can't stop in time before hitting children, then that's a very good thing." Thomas hoped they had.